Namaste. Welcome to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnit. Dear viewers, let us now start the program with the main affairs of the day. Testing of new varieties of apples has started in Dolpa, the district best in terms of apple production. 34 rhinos have died in Chittor National Park. Flood-affected housing and livelihood programs within the Gularia municipality of Bardia has been monitored. Plus more. Let us continue the program with the apples. The Nepali mountains have proved to be great in apple production. The climate there is just right for the apples of many varieties. The apples in the mountains have improved the living conditions of many farmers involved in apple culture. Even though a lot of apples are produced in the country, the Nepali government imports a lot of apples from China and other countries. This is due to the fact that the Nepali apples are stuck in the mountains due to poor road network. Testing of new varieties of apples has started in Dolpa, the best district in terms of apple production. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. Testing of new varieties of apples has started in Dolpa, the best district in terms of apple production. There are three types of climate in the mountainous region of Dolpa. Of these, apples are found only in central Dolpa. The testing of Fuji, Golden, Delicious and Star Red varieties of apples has been started in this central Dolpa. Tuliveri Municipality 7 Horticulture Development Center has started the test by bringing apple seedlings from Italy. The center has a plan to expand its production and taste. As there is no chilling center in the district for keeping apples, high-density apples are sought as an alternative. The center is also producing seedlings. 80 plants of Fuji, 80 plants of Golden, and 80 plants of Star Red are being prepared at the center. The varieties of apples being tested will be expanded if it is appropriate. Tuliveri Municipality and Tripura Sundari Municipality produce more apples. At present, apples have been planted in about 400 hectares in Dolpa, according to the center. After the news report, let us now see the news in rhino death. The government of Nepal is working on the conservation of biodiversity. This includes both flora and fauna. There is now conservation of indigenous crops as well. This work helps in the overall balance in the nature and helps protect the biodiversity for the generations of human beings to come. Human beings need everything in the nature for survival. We are part of the nature, and if the nature dies, we also die with it. 34 rhinos have died in Chittor National Park. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. 34 rhinos have died in Chittor National Park. 2 were killed by poachers while others died of natural causes. In the last fiscal year, 33 rhinos died due to natural causes in the park. It is estimated that up to 43 rhinos have died due to natural causes in the same year. According to the park's Information Officer Ganesh Prasad Tiwari, most rhinos have died in the fighting. He said that the rhinos died due to old age, tiger attack, falling into swamp and falling into ditch. He said that along with the increase in the number of rhinos, the number of deaths due to natural causes is also increasing. The higher the rhino population in the western part of the park, the higher the natural death rate in the area. Chief Conservation Officer of the park, Haribhadra Acharya, said that the discussions were underway to relocate rhinos from the western region to the east. The park administration estimates that some natural rhino could be reduced if some of the western rhinos could be moved east by better water and grassland management. According to the latest census, there are 694 rhinos in Chittor, 38 in Bardia, 17 in Suklafanta, and 3 in Parsa. The total number is 752. After the news report, let us now see the news on Veterinary Council. The Nepali government is working on saving the health of the animals. The healthy animals means healthy animal products. Healthy animal products have good impact on the health of the citizens. Healthy citizens means healthy manpower in the country required for the development of the country. The health of the livestock has direct impact on the health of the nation. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. Appointed as the president of Nepal Veterinary Council, Dr. Kishore Prasad Shah has been reinstated. A meeting of the Council of Ministers on Chait 24, 2078 had decided to appoint former Secretary Shah as the chairperson of the council. Accordingly, he has been reinstated. He is currently working as a consultant at the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. Shah is a former secretary to the government of Nepal and former president of the Nepal Veterinary Association. Similarly, when he was the secretary, he worked in the Election Commission and the Prime Minister's Office and the Council of Ministers. Similarly, Dr. Ram Kumar Mandal and Dinesh Kumar Yadav have been reinstated as members of the council. Yadav is the private secretary to the Agriculture Minister and is currently working as a scientist in the Nepal Agriculture Research Council. Mandal is a retired employee from the Deputy Secretary to the Government of Nepal and former Vice President of Nepal Veterinary Association. After the news report, let us now see the news on aids for the natural disaster victims. In Nepal, the natural disasters are becoming a commonplace. The climate change is taking its toll on the weather patterns. This means we are facing extreme drought and extreme rainfalls. These are both not good for the cultivation, as most of the Nepali agriculture depends upon the natural weather conditions. Different organizations with Nepali government are working to help the farmers who are affected by the climate each year. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. The work of providing shelter and livelihood for the flood victims in Gularia municipality of Bardia affected by the floods of 2071 PS has been monitored. Housing for flood victims was built with the help of Caritas, Germany. A team led by Janak Sharma, Regional Director of Caritas Nepal, has been monitoring the agricultural activities of the flood-affected families along with the constructed houses. Farmer Sushila Rana said that Caritas taught her to earn income through vegetables.
Caritas संस्थाले तरकारी खेती लगाउन सिकाउनु भयो अनि तरबुजा लगायौं खरबुजा लगायौं मकै लगाछौं बोरी लगाछौं कांग्रा लगाछौं प्याज लगाछौं भिन्डी लगाछौं अब यो बेचेर के आम्दानी देखाउँछौं अनि घर पनि बनाइदिनु भयो.
The government of Nepal has provided 12.6 million rupees for the construction of houses for the flood victims through Gularia municipality and 5.1 million rupees from Caritas, Germany. It has also provided assistance to 65 flood-affected and needy households in agricultural work. Farmer Ram Prasad Bodil is cultivating in the banks of the river with the financial and technical support of Caritas.
Caritas German र Caritas नेपालको सहयोगमा आर्थिक प्राविधिक र जैविक सूक्ष्म तत्त्वको उहाँहरूले सहयोग गरिरहनु भएको छ र त्यो अन्तर्गत हामीले यहाँ यो खेती गरेकोमा अब भन्नुपर्दा त यो पहिलो वर्ष हो भए पनि अहिले राम्रो फसल राम्रो भइराखेको छ अहिले पनि हजुरहरुलाई त्यहाँ काँक्रा टिपिराखेको बजार पठाउन देखाइराख्छु छौं.
Caritas Nepal has not only provided shelter to the flood affected people here but has also provided them with livelihood assistance. Some of the farmers are engaged in vegetable farming while others are engaged in poultry and fishery business for their livelihood. Farmer Nirmala Oli says that it has become easy to run the dairy.
जीविकोपार्जन सँगै हाम्रो यो सुरक्षित आवासको पनि कार्यक्रम आएको हुँदा हामीले सुरक्षित आवास त छँदै थियो फेरि पनि हामीलाई यस जीविकोपार्जन हाम्रो जनजीवनमा सहज होस् भनेर कृषि कार्यक्रमहरू भइरहेको छ. हामी यस अन्तर्गत कृषि कार्यक्रममा तरकारी बाली बेमौसमी तरकारी बाली सँगै कुखुरा पालन र माछा पालन पनि भइरहेको छ. यस तरकारी खेतीमा हामीले बेमौसमी गरिरहेका छौं. एकदमै राम्रो भइरहेको छ. यसको सहयोग हाम्रो कारितास नेपालद्वारा भइरहेको छ.
At present, 65 households are participating in the livelihood program. Caritas Nepal's district coordinator Narendra Kesi is hopeful that the program will change their lives.
71 घर परिवारहरू प्रभावित छ जसमध्ये हामीले अहिले चाहिँ 65 घरमा लाइभलीहुडको कार्यक्रम गरिरहेका छौं भने र 42 घरमा चाहिँ आवास निर्माणको कम लागतमा आवास निर्माण कार्यक्रमहरू सञ्चालन गरेका छन्. जो 42 घरको जुन कम लागत आवास निर्माण र 65 घरलाई जीविकोपार्जनलाई चाहिँ हामीले कृषि तथा यो बेमौसमी तरकारी खेतीहरू लहरे बालीहरू हामीले चाहिँ र कुखुराहरू भयो यो अनि माछा भयो हामीले चाहिँ यो सहायता गरिरहेका छौं. यो सहायताले पक्कै पनि उहाँको जीवन स्तरमा परिवर्तन हुन्छ उहाँको सहयोग हुन्छ भन्ने हामीले चाहिँ आशा लिएका छौं र उहाँले राम्रो गरिरहनु भएको छ.
Similarly, Janak Sharma, Regional Director of Caritas Nepal, said that active participation of farmers has been seen after the increased income.
बाढी पीडितहरूलाई हामीले विभिन्न खालका आय आर्जनका कार्यक्रमहरू सञ्चालन गर्दै गरेका छौँ। त्यसमध्ये खास गरी हामीले कुखुरा पालन अनि त्यसपछि गएर तरकारी खेती, मास खेती अनि मकै खेती यस्तो खालको चाहिँ जो जुनबाट चाहिँ उहाँहरूको आय आर्जनमा वृद्धि हुन सक्छ त्यस्ता खालका क्रियाकलापहरू गरेका छौँ। कति समूहहरूले हाम्रो आफ्नो जग्गा नभएकोले करेसाबारी मात्रै गर्नुभएको छ भने कति परिवारहरूले आफ्नो नजिकको रहेको यो जग्गाहरू लिजमा लिएर पनि उहाँले तरकारी खेतीहरू, मास खेती, मकै खेतीहरू सञ्चालन गरिराख्नु भएको छ।
According to Caritas Nepal Field Office Gularia Bardia, the construction work of 42 houses in Gularia Municipality, Ward number 4 Kailash Nagar and Rampur Basti is in the final stage. After the news report, let us now take a small commercial break. Stay with Krishi Television. After the commercial break, welcome back to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal. Dear viewers, let us now see the news on grants for the farmers. We received news that there are grants provided for the farmers, and there are other news that say that the real farmers are not getting the support they need to overcome the loss in agriculture. The farmers are in mercy of God as the weather is in the hand of God. Due to the overuse of the natural resources given by God, the man has to now face climate change. Climate change has been adversely affecting agriculture. The farmers have to face the consequences of the damage caused by the weather, pest, and disease. For this, the real farmers must be given the subsidy. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. The Agriculture Knowledge Center Chapa has decided to provide 1 lakh grants to 30 youths to make the district self-reliant in vegetables. The amount will be given to 18 to 15-year-olds of the district who have returned home from foreign employment and are unemployed. The government of state number 1 has provided the amount to the Agriculture Knowledge Center for mushroom, honey, and vegetable cultivation. The center has identified and selected the unemployed on the basis of the forms filled by the youth through the district-level beneficiary selection committee. Ganesh Shivakoti, information officer of the Knowledge Center, said that the selected youths will be encouraged in agriculture by providing the amount. He said that the organic, seasonal and non-seasonal vegetables are being cultivated in 9,145 hectares of land in the district. Shivakoti informed that the state and the federal governments have been providing subsidy of 100,000 to 10 million rupees to encourage farmers in commercial vegetable farming. Cucumber, bitter gourd, beans, asparagus and mushroom are being produced in different places of the district. After the news report, let us now see the news on import of fruits. There has been a huge import of fruits in this fiscal year. The Nepali apples do not make it to these centers, and the foreign fruits have been consumed by the Nepali people. The country employs most of the people in agriculture. However, the production of the population is not enough to support the food security. The country is forced to bring food from foreign countries to meet the demand in the country. The labor is wasted away. This means that we need new way of doing agriculture in which labor requirement is less and production is high. For this, mechanization is must. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. Fruits worth 11.70 billion rupees have been imported in the first 9 months of the current fiscal year. Whether it is in general conversation or teaching in school, it is said that Nepal is an agricultural country. But ironically, dependence on agricultural produce is increasing in the same agricultural capital. According to the latest details made public by the Customs Department, fruits worth 11 billion rupees have been imported from various countries till end of Chait of the current fiscal year. According to the department, only major fruits worth 11.70 billion rupees have been imported in the last 9 months. Due to the inability to produce significant amount of agricultural produce due to subsistence farming, a large amount of money from remittances has gone abroad. Most of the hills are barren. 7% of Nepal's total arable land is barren. About 60 billion rupees worth of food grains have been imported. Similarly, 1.8 million kg of tobacco and tobacco products have been imported. As of end of Chait of the current fiscal year, 24 million 8,957 kg of fresh grapes worth 1.64 billion rupees have been imported. Similarly, Nepal has imported bananas worth 1.31 billion rupees in the last 9 months. A total of 46,177,458 kg of bananas have been imported till the end of Chait of the current fiscal year. According to the department, the import of oranges is also the same. In a period of 9 months alone, 22,053,991 kg of oranges worth 1,208.86 million rupees have been imported. Similarly, 97,88,763 kg of pomegranate has been imported till the end of Chait. These are only few of the fruits imported. Many more fruits are imported from different countries. Without food security in the country, how will the country move ahead? The young children should be taught to eat the healthy food produced in the country, and the farmers should be taught to produce the healthy crops in the country. Billions of rupees have been sent out from the import of consumer goods, and even agricultural products that can be produced in Nepal are being imported excessively. Although the contribution of agriculture in the economic sector is significant, most of the total cultivable land is still barren. There's no doubt that the right and systematic use of such arable land can lead to self-reliance in agricultural consumer goods. After the news report, let us now see the news on crop insurance. Now we're also receiving programs of insurance for the crops. This could really encourage the farmers to produce more for the country. Nepali youths need motivation, and that motivation is better production with protected crops. When the crops are protected, the farmers are able to take risks for planting more. The insured crops are becoming more commonplace now. We can move ahead only if we are food secure as a country. Nepal is in forefront in indigenous crops protection, according to the experts. We should be protecting crops for the future of the country. This can be achieved by insuring crops for the farmers. Insurance program has been implemented in livestock farming for the first time in Ramechhap district. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. Insurance program has been implemented in livestock farming for the first time in Ramechhap district. The government has made arrangements to provide 80% subsidy in agricultural insurance. The Prime Minister's Agriculture Modernization Project Implementation Unit has ensured the livestock farming of farmers in Ramechhap district since the beginning of agricultural insurance in Nepal in the fiscal year 2070-71 BS. In the fiscal year 2077-78, 113.4 million grants have been provided across Nepal. Ramechhap is the pocket area of Junar. The project has insured 600 plants of 3 farmers of Ramechhap Municipality 6 Purana Gaon through IME General Insurance Limited and handed over the insurance policy to the farmer's garden. Before insuring, Junar's PCR was checked and found to be healthy. The insurance covers the risk of loss due to fire, lightning, earthquake, flood, landslide, drought, hail, snow, frost, external accident, and disease. This is all in Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. Before I go, let us review the main affairs of the day. Testing of new varieties of apples has started in Dolpa, the district best in terms of apple production. 34 rhinos have died in Chittor National Park. Flood-affected housing and livelihood programs within the Gularia municipality of Bardia has been monitored. Thank you for watching Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnet. I'll be back with more affairs next time. Till then, Jai Krishi, Jai Kishan. Samriddha Krishi, Nepal Kishan.